because he just went John Ian, and Ian means John to me when I'm connecting in. So in that case, that man's in spirit as well. So I know your boy's your spirit image because I've seen photos of him on your page, right? But he absolutely is. But, you know, as he comes in now with your uncle, there's another man in spirit as well. I don't know if that's...
That's my mum's brother, John.
All right, okay. Well, he comes in, but not only that, his dad's in spirit as well. There's a lot of men coming in first of all right? Yes. So that would be your granddad, your boy, and your uncle. And that's the three that all comes in together. Do you understand that? All righty. Now, I kind of get the feeling, or I kind of think, with the Green Hearts that use are Celtic, right? But there's a man coming in here that supports the Rangers. Do you understand that?
Aye. My wee nephew's a really Rangers supporter, and he was Rhys's best pal, and he's only 10, and so we all say we are Celtic and you're Rangers, and we carry on and things.
So I just feel like he's the odd one out of the family, and there's always one. Do you understand that? And so they bring that in. Rhys, as he comes in, is just laying his head on your back. That's how I feel, right? And I feel as if he's giving you the strength to talk up, right? But I feel that when you speak up, you know, even though you may be crying and dying inside, you may need to stop the crying in order to get your voice out, your voice heard. And so he's giving you the strength, but I'm there with you, or I walk beside you, and that's what he shows me.
They didn't like me ever hurting or crying, they didn't like that.
Well, that's like what I feel. So he sends hunters of healing to you for your heart. I've not even looked at my cards yet, right? So he sends healing for you to your heart. He says, I'm all right. I know it's not his granda, but I'm with granda and I'm with my uncle, and so I'm all right. Right? He brings a dog in, I know, but it's like a wee Heinz 57 dog that used to belong to, I don't know if it belonged to your ma or something like that, because I feel it was like theirs. Or
what kind of dog's that?
It's like a mixed dog.
We've had it. He's got to be 17. 17 is all.
It shows me that a bit. It's no a pedigree. It's like all kind of.
No, it's just a wee mixed dog. Just a big white fluffy one.
I wish you had to fucking tell me. Do you remember no to tell me?
Oh, sorry.
I was about to say it's white, right? And so he shows me that, and he just says the daft dog knows when I'm there. All right. Yes. So he brings that in for me. Now he says it's also going to be somebody's birthday just coming up or just been, because he's saying happy birthday. Do you understand that? Whose birthday is it?
My daughter's going to be 16. His best pal.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Next week.
He shows me that. He says she's pure cheeky, by the way.
Oh, she's the cheekiest at the mom. Oh, God.
He says.
She's my mammy.
You think she'd be quiet, but he says, no, she's pure cheeky.
She is really.
And he said, when I was there, I had a scooted her one.
That's what I would say.
And he's just tormenting her because I feel like she feels him touching her hair or touching her head. And he says, oh, I'll always torment her, I'll always be around
She loves her hair, she loves her hair. If anybody touches her hair, she loves to take pride.
He's touching her hair. And so he brings in that, I know. What he puts into my mind, I've never seen your daughter, but what he puts into my mind is she dyed her hair and it was her own colour and she didn't like it.
Oh my God, how did you've never told anybody that? Oh my God.
And he was just laughing. He did say a sweary word, right? It was like, see you next Tuesday.
He dyed her hair the same colour as mine and she's got dead light hair, and Mila said, oh, we loved your hair the other way. And he would have been angry saying, don't dye your hair, he didn't agree with dyeing, all that kind of stuff. And he'd have been saying, she's not 16.
He says her hair was a riot, and thank fuck she changed it. Do you understand that? And so he brings that in for me. Now, he also says he's rubbing his wee granny's right knee. So I don't know if she's got a sore leg, sore knee, but in her right-hand side. But he's rubbing her knee and all.
She's got arthritis and things in her knees and stuff.
Right, okay. So he says, tell my granny.
Legs are sore.
He says, tell my granny I love her and all. Alright, so he brings
she's granny. Aye. Oh, there you go,
he says, my granny was like my second mammy. He says, I just loved her. You know, so she's probably listening to this, but he says, I just loved her. So I'm sending healing to her knee, especially her right one. And she's got a sore heart, same as you. So he sends healing there and all. Alright? He says, you know what, Carol? He says, prior to me going, my granny was the funniest woman I've ever met.
She's mad.
She was mad, she was stupid, she was funny, and he says he used to kid her on all the time. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but did your mum used to give out with rollers in her hair?
Not my auntie did.
Right, is she in?
But my mum always had, my mum used to have a perm that was always like, let's see, one of the perm things, and it was always in her hair, and she always lost it all the time, and we were always moaning, kind of thing.
He just tells me that she used to kick about with things in her hair.
Aye, she would do mad. Aye, she would put, the men would put wee ponytails in mad wee thing because she's got short hair.
And he says to me, it was like the wee guy out of the Smash advert, no wee things in the hair. And he puts that in like that, right? And now, he also sends his love to his granddad as well. And he tells me that his granddad's got a bit of a cough. And that, so he's sending healing to that. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes, my dad's got a bad cough and he has for ages, a long time.
And so he's slapping him on the back though. He's not getting a hug. He's getting a slap on the back. It's as if he's trying to loosen phlegm in his chest or something like that. And so he sends that to him. He also tells me that he's got a wee bit of a flicker in his heart as well. So I don't know if he's on heart medication, but he sends healing to him too. Alright, so now you have a wee boy, is that right?
Aye, he's got
And so he just loves that Wayne. He thinks that Wayne's funny as, but sometimes he's a wee bit quiet and all, so there's two sides to him. So he brings in that, and so he shows me that. Alright. Now, the other thing is, I know that you've been talking to your angels and you've been asking them for specific things, so I don't want you to tell me, right? So I just want you to listen and say, I know or I'm no sure. And so that's what I think. And so, for you, I kind of think you're going to move house and all, by the way. Or you're moving, or you're going to be doing something else, because he puts into my mind, Mum, just go, or just do it. So there's something coming up, something else coming up that you're going to be offered, or you're going to go to, and it will be really good for you. And he's like, do you know what, Mum, don't second, I want to say, don't second think it, just go for it, Mum. Alright, and I think it's something to do with the work that you do, whether it be the thing that you mentioned for Parliament or whether it be something else. But he says, do you know what, Mo, you can do it, go and do it. And he comes in as if it puts a Scotland flag in front of you, and it's as if I'm pure proud of you, the whole of Scotland is, and it kind of brings that in for me. Alright. He says your Uncle John's is mad as a hatter. He's a bit mad. He's a bit mad, and so he brings that in there for me. Now,
you get so good with him, have a laugh and things, and Now,
I don't know if you've got a picture of John with a skirt on, or whether it's a kilt on, but I'm seeing him with like a skirt or a kilt on or something like that in a picture, and he just laughs. Do you understand that? And so he just also shows me that you've been looking at a lot of pictures recently, and you've been just like talking to him, but you would anyway, so he brings that in. But he also says that you smell him around you, and you feel his energy around you, because he says, Mum, you're no going off your head, it is me. And you know, a lot of people get signs and different things. He's holding your left hand. And to me, it feels like, I feel as if somebody's holding my hand, but there's nobody there. And so it might be like a pressure in your left hand or something similar. So he shows me that, right? Now, as we go forward, there is a period coming up at this year, or as I want to say June going forward, there's a kind of happy celebration coming up, and it's like, oh my God, can you believe that happened? So I think there's going to be something coming up. It's so positive for you, or the word they put into my mind is change. There's major change coming in that's going to make your heart skip a beat and bring a lot of sunshine and a lot of happiness. And it's like, do you know what, Mum? I told you that was coming. I told you that was coming. All right. So it shows me that. Now, the other thing I want to say is when he passes to spirit, he was in no pain.
Oh, that's shit. I wanted to know that.
He shows me, the next thing he brings in is his passing. He saw a big tunnel of light and he walked into that light and he says, Ma, I wasn't in any pain. That's what he says. I was in no pain. And so he says, I just seen the light and I walked towards the light. He says, my heart was happy as I walked towards that light. So just know that I wasn't in any pain. You know, darling, I don't know why some people go through so much shit in this life. I honestly don't. And I can't even begin to imagine how I would feel if that was my boy. But he just wanted to tell you. And it's funny how the things you want to know is the things that come out in my readings. And so he just says, you know what, my wee soul's dead light and I'm all right. And that's what he says. And so I kind of feel I want you to calm your wee heart and sleep a bit better. And that's kind of what he shows me. And so that's what I think. Now, the other thing is, there is a woman coming in, you'll be pleased to know, apart from all the guys. There's a woman, and I don't know if her name's Peggy, but that's the name it's been called in. Peggy means Margaret to me, or Margaret means Peggy. Do you understand a woman by that name as well?
Margaret is for a close friend, and she stays across the road, and my dad takes her dogs out every single day for a walk, and she's dead close to the family. Her name's Margaret, and Margaret has a wee plan for this.
Alright, okay. But I also feel there's a Margaret or a Peggy in the spirit as well. Because I've got a woman standing here. I don't know if she's like gran or grandmother's sister or something like that, but she's linking in with grandparents.
Peggy, I don't know if that's my mum's maiden name. Peggy, there's a name. I'll need to ask my mum.
You need to ask and she can verify it, alright? Sometimes it's difficult when you're put on the spot. Anyway, he's giving you a red rose. He's giving you a red rose, and that's just for pure, unconditional love. But the red rose has got a wee sparkler built in it. It's a bit like when you go to holiday, you know, you get the cocktails with the sparklers and all that in it. Well, it's like a red rose with a sparkler.
Well, do you want to know what? Nobody knows this, but every single year, my mum gets Rhys a red rose, and she gets it delivered, and she always says to the girl, can you put some glitter on it, because definitely like sparkle. And one day she went down, and the lady never put sparkle, and I came back, I went, Mum, there wasn't any sparkle on it. She went, oh, I'll go down and see that one. I asked her specifically to put it on, and every day, every year it's a red rose with just a wee bit of gold glitter sparkle.
Right, well, that's probably what he's put in my mind then. So he gives you a red rose with a sparkler in it, and maybe that's just how they show me that you get a red rose with a sparkle. All right. So that's what I want to say. So I feel that's how close he is around you. He tells me that the month of July is significant for a birthday, anniversary or passing. So he brings in that, and he also shows me 2 baubles going on a Christmas tree with his name on it. I kind of felt as if somebody bought one and another person bought one, and so the 2 go on. Do you understand that?
Aye.
And so he shows me that as well. Now, he also shows me a wee boy coming to your family, like a pregnancy, somebody's having a wean, it's going to be a boy. So the next wean born into your family will also be a boy, alright? So he shows me that as well. So that's nice. Now, he says his dad's a strong person.
Yes.
That's what he says. And so he just says he's the strongest out of them all, but he just has to be, you know. He's like the strength within the family. And so, again, that's what he shows me. Now, I don't know how far you want me to go. Do you want me just to say what I'm getting, or you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. He tells me that he wasn't always squeaky clean. There was a bit of a lovable rogue.
Aye.
On the day that he passes, I don't know if he would have. I can't sometimes tell the difference between one and the other, but on the day that he passes, he may have maybe smoked a joint or had something else, because I felt as if there was something there. Do you understand that?
What do you mean, something else? Like
I feel as if maybe he had maybe a bit of drugs or a bit of dope or a bit of something, or giving him something, because
something was found in his system that it's not like that.
Don't tell me. But he tells me that thing went through his body, right? And he also says to me he felt a bit woozy, right? So he brings that in. So I don't know if it was maybe something that was mixed with something else, is kind of what I want to say, or there may have been two things, all right? So whether it was two different types of tablets or a smoke or whatever, but he just brings that in for me. He also tells me that he was pretty nervous, right? Because I'm asking him specifically about his passing, right? And so he tells me he was pretty nervous about his passing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a spread on this as well, all right? So hang on a minute. See, I don't like to look at things until I get permission from like yourself or somebody else. So I would never just be nosy and look at it myself. All right. So I think coming up in the next 4 or 5 months, there's new beginnings coming up, right? So I'm doing specifically a spread on what happened to him, and I'm not getting the answer, so hold on a minute. Right, there we go. So there may have been three people. I'm getting 3. Right, I know this might sound a bit silly to you, but I'm just going to say what I've got, and that's what I think. So I know you all think there's one person, but I'm getting 3. Right. By the way, I get a couple. Right. So I get like a man and a woman, and the other one's a man. So I get 2 males and a female. That's what I'm getting, right? And so I'm also being shown that the female's got will never speak out. That's what I think. Will never speak out. The female won't, right? But the youngest male will. Right? So that may change. And so that's what's coming out there. Now, there is the possibility, although you think that this is over, it may not be, right? But it might take 2 years. And you've already been here a while, but it might take 2 years. I've got some sort of court procedure coming in 2. Could be 2 months or 2 years, but my gut feeling is it's 2 years, right? But I do think there's 3 people
Put a comment on, it's fine, Cheryl.
I do feel that there's possibly 3 people involved. And the other thing is, an argument or something may have been caused over money, or over some sort of possession, or over some sort of money. And that's what's coming out.
Rhys said to me that day, his son owed him £10, and he says I was going to get the £10 off them, Mum. Nobody knows that. It's a thing I've never said either, and oh God.
Right, well, it was, I wish I hadn't said the £10 because I was just about to say it's minimal. It's like something, an argument, a fight, or a wee amount of money.
Because he asked my mum for £10 as well, and he'd also went to, he'd asked my mum for, and he got money off my mum, and he came up and asked me that day. I said, I haven't even got it, and I can give you son, you know, you need to wait till later on. And it was a tenner he was specifically asking for.
Well, it's an argument over a small amount of money that kind of got out of hand. I've drawn cards in plain English, excuse the language for them that's listening, but in plain English, I've drawn cards that mean sneaky bastards. Sneaky bastards. And so I kind of feel as if the words that's getting put into my mind is kind of lured, right? It's like kind of lured or set up or an argument, but something like that, right? But I do feel there was 3 people possibly there, right? And so that's what the cards bring out for me. And I want to say somebody's been like money, right? And so that's what I think. So that's what I think caused it. Right, but I think that maybe the youngest male that was there will eventually tell, or it'll just come out something. Right, there is also somebody getting into the hospital around day 3, and so they're getting into the hospital, and it might be detrimental to their life, and it comes out. There's something like that happening there, or that's what my story is. All right. So for you, there's some sort of new partnership coming in for you. I don't mean a partner as in a husband. I'm talking about a working partnership. So it could be to do with this, because it's as if, where do we go from here? How do I go forward? And it's like we're now getting other help, new partnership coming in, new things happening round about me. People will work with you, and I feel that I kind of want to say 2 women are helping you out. 1 woman will help you, and then another woman will come in and help you out. So there's like a partnership, possibly 2 women that are going to help you out, and it's going to help to further your case. And so I don't know where the 2 women come in, but that's what I feel. And so for you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And so I hope that you get the justice that you deserve. That's what I think. But you know, he I don't know if this is true or no, but he says he always thought his wee granny was a bit psychic.
Right.
And so as if my granny always knew what was what. And so he brings it in. He brings in a crystal ball and gives it to his granny, and it's like my granny always knows best, and you know, so he brings that in for me, and so that's a good thing to look at. Oh, the other thing, I don't know if this is true or not, or whether you would know this. Was his left hand damaged?
I didn't know he was a wee boy.
Okay, because I'm specifically asking for things that it's not been printed or anything like that. He went, my left hand damaged. Do you understand that? He says it was
an operation.
Oh, really? And so he just said it was never the same.
Oh.
And so he shows me that. He says, but tell my mum it's okay now, because I've not got any need for my body, and my soul's perfect. And he also shows me I want to say, I don't know if his gran's also overheating because he's giving her an ice pack or like she's having hot sweats or something like that, because he's giving her an ice pack and he's just laughing, all right, but his hands are that's what I think. And so I'm just asking him what else he wants to say. There's also, I'm not a fortune teller, but there is also extra finances coming for you. or you'll get money for something you need. You'll get it, you know, so he brings that in. So I don't know if you're maybe needing money for your campaign or something like that. I don't really know. But he just says, Mum, you'll get the money, you know. So he brings that in. The other thing is, I don't know if this is true as well. Did you or your man buy a scratch card and win a £5?
You hear that? And I gave Scott it, it was like another day, and I went, do you want that £5? And he was taking it as a gold £5 man, and he won a £5. I won a £5.
Shut up! I wish I hadn't mentioned gold. He gave me a pot of gold, and he's like, and I'm like, is your man getting a pot of gold? And he went, no, is she? Fuck, it was only a £5 and a scratch card. He's like, my dad's like, pity it wasn't 50 grand.
My God, Scott's just, I had to make the noise there when you said that. Oh God.
He says, tell them I'm right there beside them. He says, I'm no in that crowd. He says, I'm right there listening. And so he says, fucking £5? Are you kidding me off? And he just started laughing. And so he says there'll be possibly another scratch card coming, but don't go buying scratch cards. He's
probably laughing because I'm going, yes, we won a £5, this will be going, yeah. Because I'm grateful, at least I won a £5 back anyway. He's probably saying, she's mad. That is if she won the lottery, ma.
I mind one time there was a crisp company. I don't know if it was Walkers or something like that. You would get a wee bag. If you found a wee bag, you could get like 50 quid or something in it. And I found a wee bag and I was like, I found a bag. The only person I know that ever found it. And there was a £5 in it. I'm like, £5? You fucking kidding? You know, I was like, and I was like, how can I get a £50 note or a £100 note? But anyway, I was grateful for that £5. And so he just shows me that. And so, you know, that's how close he is. You know, when the daft dog knows he's there, he sees you winning that, you know, so he brings that in for me as well. And that's just how close he is to you all, you know. And I wish I could talk to him all night and keep talking to him all night. And I'm asking what else he's going to say.
And he just says, you know, is he scared? Is he scared to himself?
I've got to tell you this, and it's absolutely true. See, when I've died twice and come back, Stephanie, it's true. I had meningitis just before my 8th birthday and I took it again when I was 23. Ended up in a coma and I went to spirit world and come back. And to me, so I can only speak with my own experience. And so for me, when I went to the spirit world, I didn't want to come back because the only thing I felt was absolute pure love. Pure love. And so that's the only thing that your son will feel is absolute pure love. You know, it's like, I know we don't understand it because we miss him so much, or you miss that person you love so much, but he's no in a box, he's no in a ground, he's no anywhere, he's just like right here beside you. And you know, if you watch my readings all week, I know, and I say that to everybody, you know, I bring them in, but he is, I feel his energy around you. And so I feel that he will always just be around you. But you know, one time you'll see your boy again. It will not be any time soon in human terms, but you will see him again when you pass over, he'll be waiting.
Please understand that I'm doing everything for him and I need to be here for his brothers and sisters. And
listen, I've got to say, Spirit never judges or tells us to do anything, and he knows how much you love him, and he knows, you know, but I kind of feel as if that keeps you going, Stephanie, do you get me? That keeps you occupied, and so he just says, Ma, away and have a sleep, you know, it's as simple as that, away and have a sleep, and I'll hold your horn and you'll feel me holding your horn. And so I feel that you just feel him beside your hand and you'll know he's right beside you. And I feel you can then just relax. Alright? But just that you know that he's not in any pain. He's in a good place. And I think that major changes will happen in this case. Right? And the other thing, I know that I know there was an issue with his hand that he had earlier, but the final thing he shows me, was there damage to his lower back?
A wee totally bit. That's something that had happened because he fell, and it was just, he was so tall as well, and he was always saying, "I've got a sore back." I said, "I think that's because you're so tall and you're constantly." He always put me, Scott, and the kids in his shoulders, and he was always running about, and he ended up and said, "I've got a sore back." I said, "That's because you've always got the kids snatching your back and played football and things, and he always fell."
Yeah. Because I just felt as if there was a sore back, and he was a bit young to have a sore back, so he mentions that as well. All right, but again,
I've got a sore back, and I think he gets it for me. I was young and I had a sore back for a long time as well.
Right, okay, but that was something that he would have suffered for, even though he was so young. All right. For you, he I don't know what this is, but he shows me a big balloon with 3 hearts below it. So I don't know if you had a balloon that had 3 hearts and then a balloon on top, but he shows me that in my mind, and I don't know what that means. But he just shows me that as well. And it's a wee bit like, I've seen the balloons, but I don't know what the balloons are, but he brings that in for me. Now, the other thing is there somebody around you with the name Thompson?
Aye.
Is it somebody that's still alive, though? I don't know why he mentions that. I don't know if it was an Eddie Thompson or a somebody Thompson. I just heard that name being called in as well. And so I kind of feel that might be a name to pay attention to, something like
Before he passed away, that was his friend's name. His second name was called that.
Okay.
John Thompson.
Okay, well, see, in that case, maybe there's something that John Thompson knows that he's not aware of. And I don't want to be mentioning names actually, but something like that. So maybe there's something that he.
There's lots of John Thompsons about everywhere, isn't there?
Well, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Alright. That was his pal.
But if that's his pal before he died, then alrighty. Maybe there's something else to be said there or something like that maybe he doesn't know he knows something or something like that, and that may also help you as well. So that comes in there. So, anything you want to ask me, Stephanie?
Oh, it's just straight, is he okay and things, and I'll be there soon. You know, but he knows I need to keep it and look after the kids, and I'm staying strong for the kids and that. Just is he okay, and I just hope he's alright up there.
But you know, he's absolutely fine. As I say, he's around you and he sees you, you know, and he is aware of you. And I believe that the human soul never dies and that we live on. So the human body might die, but the soul is eternal. And that's what my belief is. And so I feel that he'll just always, always be around you.
Oh, thank you.
And so, you know, I say it time and time again, but I feel that we're going to a much better place. You know, it's like, I think this is hell on earth and we're just going to heaven. That's what I think. You know, and so when you pass over, you'll be fine. You know, you'll get to see it again, but don't get excited again when you win another $5. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to ask me, or does Dad or MD want to ask me anything?
No, his dad's he's up with him. There's clothes missing, and do you think I'll ever get them back?
Let me see.
Do you know who I don't know where they are. I don't know.
They're showing me when I'm asking specifically about the cards, and I'll be tuning in spirit as well. They're showing me that there is a couple that has them, or there's a couple that has them, is what I think. The outcome is good news, is what I think, and I also think that they're in water. So I don't know if there's water around somewhere, but I kind of feel as if they're pushed down in water somewhere. Because they're showing me water and they're showing me water and they're showing me stuff sticking out the ground, and so I feel it's in water. Something like that, right? But the other thing is, there maybe is a woman has something, and there's something else in water. And I want to say, whatever it is was in the water, you've walked by it. Something like that. Or somebody's walked by it. Somebody's walked by. That's what I think. And they've just missed it.
Can I ask you one more thing? My son was missing on the Wednesday, and I was looking for him on the Thursday, and I was looking for, my son was just not that far from me, and I was sick, and I was shouting his name loud. Did he hear me? I was alive, do you know?
No, he wasn't alive, is what I'm being shown. He was already dead, and so there's nothing you could have done. You know, as I says to you, the human body may be dead, but the soul lives on. So the soul may have heard you, but the human body would have been dead.
I was close to him and I didn't want him to hear his mammy, and I didn't go. I didn't manage to get to him because we'd walked by that way. But I started shouting at this bit.
I wish I could hug you right now, but I can't. All I can say is at the time when he died, he just passed over quickly, and away he went to the light as he showed me, and he was in any pain. And so no, he wasn't in that body. You know, don't forget, when we die, our soul passes over. So he wouldn't have been in that. He wouldn't have been in pain. He wouldn't have been lying there. He was gone. Fine. Alrighty. So I hope that's brought a wee bit of closure or a wee bit of comfort.
Thank you.
Something like that. So like every time somebody wins a £5 on a scratch card, remember him. That's so funny.
His dad, that'll take his dad away. That took his dad Beth away. I'll talk to Scott soon, because that's just need. I didn't even tell my mama. It was just between the two of us, and I put it behind Reese's photo, and it's been there for a long time. And Scott kept on looking at it, and I went, "You can have that since you take the £5, I'll put a wee bit on." Oh God, so it was
That's probably why he's mentioned it. If you've had it beside his photo, then it's been mentioned.
I think it's wee photo. Oh, thank you for your time, and you've been amazing.
You're very welcome, and I'm so glad that I done this reading for you, Stephanie.
I'm so glad I done it.
Anytime, and everybody that's listening, I know there's probably thousands on here.
Thank you, everybody.
What's your hashtag? Tell them, Stephanie.
Hashtag justice for Rhys, hashtag corrupt police.
And put it on your statuses for a while, please, and just keep that keep the campaign going. And so I'll do the same. And anytime you need me for anything, Stephanie, I'm quite willing to help you. You know, if you're needing a fundraiser done or anything like that, just give us a shout, we'll do it. You know,
just awareness, and that's all. We've got these big banners. We go so we've got everything in my pals do my posters and that. So just awareness and his name out there. It's amazing. Thank you. And just I feel comfort. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I'm sure everybody that's in here tonight is feeling for you as well, and they're all going to keep that awareness up at least for a week. Keep it on your socials for at least a week, and so that will be start trending maybe. All right.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, everybody, and thanks for listening to us this evening. I'm going to be reading somebody else at 9 o'clock, but I'm going to go and get a coffee now. Is
it Danielle? She's amazing. Good luck, Danielle. She's lovely, girl.
Right, Danielle. It's Danielle. And so,
Dan. Dan. We call her Dan.
Dan. Right, okay.
Aye.
And so, so she asked me to read her, and I'm like, I can only do the night because I'm going to be on holiday at the weekend, and I've got a show. I've got a show tomorrow night, so
Your husband will be missing you, no? He'll be going, where are you, Carol? So you'll be glad to get away for a wee bit as well, a wee bit of your time as well. But you've made so much comfort come to that, and it's been lovely. It's been really nice to watch and a pleasure.
I've only been on TikTok a week and it's just went mental, but I come on because I've got a new podcast coming out in May or something like that. So I come on just to promote that and tappy what I already do on Facebook and stuff like that. And it's like I come on with a viewer just putting a couple of videos on, and I ended up doing readings, and I don't know how I ended up doing readings, but I ended up doing readings.
Meant to be, I think, meant to be for this app. It needed that.
So as well, I think it's just meant to be. But what I will say, while everybody's still listening, please do not send me messages for reading. And so I'll be on the 20th of July, but please don't send me messages. I can't cope.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care, Daniel.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. So for you that are maybe sticking around or anything like it, I'll be here doing another reading at 9 o'clock. People are messaging my phone and all that. Please don't. I can't do readings, I've no availability. And so I'll open my diary on the 20th of April.
Did I just end my life? Sorry to interrupt you. Did I just end then?
I think you do, because I'm rubbish at this.
I'm on Moon Live. I think the two are on each other's lives. And how do we leave, guys, you know? Right, I'll leave just now. Right, guys, right, take care, everybody.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Danielle, I don't know how to... Right, I think that's it.